How do you analyze with authenticity? I'm Tina B, founder and chief communicator of Tina B LLC, which is a public speaking and storytelling coaching business that helps professionals understand and best perform in their authentic speaker style. So I want to draw your attention to, I live in an 1880s home and there's this beautiful stained glass window. And when we think of authenticity, this glass came with the house in the 1880s. But there's some flaws here. A couple scratches and some markings in terms of trying to get the panes put together. And as a speaker, you do have some strengths and you do have areas in which you need to grow. Analyzing with authenticity focuses on three things. First, audience centeredness. Who is your audience? How well do you know them? How familiar are you? Is it internally with the team or is it externally with a client that you have or a potential client? Secondly, it's really tuning into that context. How formal is that situation? The more people that are seated in an auditorium, the more formal it is. So 500 people for a keynote is a lot more formal than presenting a workshop to 20 people in an organization, or even a networking event where you're scurrying around meeting different people. And then finally, in addition to being audience-centered and tuning into that speaker, that context, it's you, being you. And so you need to analyze, what kind of speaker are you? How do you make those choices? I come up with a word. For me, it's enthusiastic, or having enthusiasm. And so if I'm presenting on stage in front of 1,000 people for a keynote, I use big gestures and I project my voice because I need to reach all 1,000 people. That energy and enthusiasm presents differently if I'm doing a community workshop for youth, where I can get down on the floor, I can look and engage those young people into the workshop that I'm presenting. So when you show up, think about how you analyze with authenticity. It's all about the audience, it's about the context, and it's about you. This is Tina B.